the head of school, invited guests, parents, dear children, Ni Sambula Vinaka, and a very good morning to you all. Actually, I was not expecting such a large representation of parents for this, induction. And I think this would be one of the first of its kind where I think, I'm not sure it's 100% or 90% parents have turned up for the induction ceremony, which is actually a very good sign. That shows the strength of this school community. And I must thank all the parents. I see a lot of moms. Normally it's a lot of moms, but I can see some dads, and I'm sure there's some grandparents out there. Thank you very much for taking interest in your children's education. I mean, I sat there and I looked at these kids, and I wish I could go back in time and become a kid myself. But unfortunately, 50 years has gone by. And it's very difficult to turn the clock now and to enjoy what these children are enjoying. So yeah, it's sort of a very, very nostalgic moment for me. And when I hear that you have students from St. Mina's and Treasure Home, I walked with this. I think I recognize one face. One of former colleagues and a few students from St. Mina's and St. Teresa's. I used to work very closely with them. And I think we as a society, ladies and gentlemen, are judged by how we treat our children and how we treat our elders and how we treat those that are underprivileged. So giving time and thought and assistance to those of our children who live in the residential homes, mostly Treasure Home and St. Mina's, I think, and bestowing them with deserving leadership badges today is going to be a boost to their character. And I must thank those caregivers who look after these children in our residential homes. And of course, all you parents, I must say, and the grandparents, you have wonderful, wonderful kids here, especially in the West. The West is always a bit special. But nevertheless, coming back to today's function, first of all, thank you very much for the invite. And Tala, thank you very much for your words of wisdom. And to the teachers, I must say thank you very much for the work that you do. I do understand that looking after our little ones these days is a very, very challenging task. I sympathize with you and I empathize with you because I was in the classroom for 23 years. But nevertheless, I rarely hear reports of things not going wrong, things not being done the way it's supposed to be done. So the head of school, thank you very much. And I'm sure your children are in the right hands. Now what now from here? We've already identified our 100+ prefects. What is the role of the teachers to ensure that they fulfill their roles as we expect? Your role is to nurture that leadership talent. Your role is to identify that special talents that all these kids have. Everybody is different. We all are different. You must teach the younger generation, while we are different, we must accept others' differences. That's very important. We spoke about unity. How do we bring about unity in school? By teaching our kids the right path, by teaching them values that are important to us. I think the younger generation needs to be taught the values that we grew up with: hard work, compassion, dedication, commitment. And you, mark my words, in the next 10 to 15 years, or maybe 20 years, these are the very faces that will lead our nation. Most of us would be gone by then. So our role is to make sure that we nurture these kids with those leadership qualities that will help us take Fiji forward, regardless of the challenges. I do understand the year 2020 was not a good year for us. I do understand that many families in the Western Division were affected by COVID and the slowing down of the economy. And I understand you may be here, but the fact that you're sending your children to school is remarkable. When we opened the schools after 3-month COVID closure, despite job losses and despite all the issues that we had, we recorded 92% to 95% overall attendance. Even after TC Yasa in the north, and then came TC Ana, we closed the schools in the north. We still had an average of 95% for the northern schools. So that actually indicates the value that we as a society put on education. And I must commend the parents for that. I mean, if the parents sitting here, we probably belong to the same generation. Our parents had to struggle, fork out fees, get the bus fare done, apart from the other responsibilities, bag, shoes and clothes. To take off some burden off the parents' shoulders, we have decided that we'll make education free, especially in terms of the free education grant. Transport assistance, should you need transport assistance, applications are still open. Please talk to your head of school and see how your child could be assisted by the government subsidized transport assistance. There's a process to be followed, there's a form to be followed, do fill in that. Any child here who's still in need of, I see everybody is in uniforms. When I went to Lambasa, I came across certain kids who didn't have uniforms, who didn't have shoes. We as a ministry, and we have a lot of partners out there who want to contribute to these children so that they feel comfortable in their school environment. So if there are students here who still need assistance, please do let us know. Let us know, and we will go out of our way to ensure that we assist the students. Okay? So again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to unity and leadership, my message to the teachers here and the head of school is actually to promote unity. Right? We may belong to different cultures, we may belong to different races, we may belong to different socio-economic backgrounds. Some may be rich, some may be poor, some may be mediocre. But one thing that should unite us is the fact that we are one. And our government always promotes oneness. We are one people, we are one nation. If I can use this to mention, as adults, please portray yourself as you want your kids to be, right? As adults, we must ensure that we protect our kids from all forms of abuse. Abuse within the homes, abuse online, abuse out in the wherever our children are. It is our responsibility to protect. Please do not condone any behavior from anybody, whether it be the teachers or your own family members or the community, which brings harm to your children. Be wary about where your children are. What time should they be in school? What time should they be at the house? Where are they? Always be in touch with the school heads. It's very important. If your child is sick, please make sure you make arrangements for your child to be picked up. We don't want to send children schools on buses, etc. like that. So what we are talking about here is responsibility. Your responsibility, our responsibility, and community responsibility, so that these kids can grow up and enjoy the life that we want them to have. We still have abuses with kids. We still have children who are sexually abused. We still have children who are physically abused. We have a lot of children who sort of get into bad company. And it's our role as sort of, we are leaders, right? Our role as parents and school heads to ensure that we look after our children. But nevertheless, I know these children are all excited and they can only sit for 10 minutes. So I will still say that as teachers, as adults, as responsible societies, we need to protect and nurture our children into good leaders. And to the students here, 100 plus students here, I know you're excited to get your badge. And if you can understand what I'm to say, you're very special to the school. Yeah? So how far do the 100 go? Up till there? Up till there? Can I ask that you stand up and face your parents? And I'd like to request all the parents to give them a big round of applause, because they are your pride. Thank you, kids. Thank you. Thank you. So not only have they made you proud, they have also made the school proud, and of course we all need to be proud of them. Okay? When they go home with that badge, remember that's the trust that the school has placed on them. At home, guide them as well. Don't leave that responsibility on the school and teachers to guide them. Teach them manners, teach them respect, teach them values. And if for some reason they are not able to be on the right path, we leave it to you how you want to talk to your kids. Talk to them loving. I'll cite another example that disturbed me this morning when I was coming. We have a lot of children who are very sensitive to what we say to them. As teachers, what you say to the kids has a lasting impact on the child. As parents, what we say to them, how we say to them, has a lasting impact. Unfortunately, we've just had a tragedy last week where the student could not cope up by being reprimanded or by being disciplined in school, and he ended up doing something that is very tragic. So head of school, it's your responsibility to see that your teachers are guided as to how to handle discipline issues in school. Talk to them, call the parents, okay? And remember, no corporal punishment. I will still say it again. No corporal punishment, zero corporal punishment. They will be naughty, the children will be children. But as adults, let us find ways by which we can guide and mold our children, okay? Whether it's at home or whether it's in school, whether it's in the bus. And to the children, my last word to you. Can I have your attention? Okay, I want you to be good. Are you good? Great. So if you are good, be good. Listen to your teachers, okay? Listen to your parents. Listen to your grandparents. Be safe in the school bus. If you are walking, be safe on the road, okay? And from school, where do you go? Straight? Home. Ah, very good, children. So I'll leave you with that, and I'd like to wish the school the very best for the other programs that are going to follow. I also note the results of your year 6 and year 8 is very commendable, and I hope that in year 2021, the school achieves the target that has been set. But remember, nothing is impossible without the support of the parents. Please continue to support the school. Please continue to support your teachers here, and continue to guide and mold your children as they grow up. Okay, so I wish you well, and thank you once again for having me here, and God bless you.
For year 2, 201, Kelera Nuku. Year 202, Reapi Wangambada. Year 203, Asinate Rosy Smith. And year 204, Ashreya Lal. Yeah, the students, can you please just...
For 2021 is, she hails from the province of Serua. And the head boy of Namaka Public School hails from the province of Mandoma. Bilkoto. So we kindly invite all to show them our appreciation by giving them